And now, another Hotch Potch feature film.
So thank you. And now we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to hear a bit from Aaron about his process um, with both doing the oil paintings that inspired the stories as well as the illustrations. I'll hand it over to Aaron.
Yeah, hi everybody. Yeah, what a great thing to be involved with. When the editors got together, we started to talk about themes for this issue, and we brainstormed a lot of things, and um, the idea setting came up, and of course, once I had that idea, I needed to sort of translate that into something that would work for me for a series, and I sort of landed on the theme of doors. So. Um, I actually just coincidentally, Gail and I were in Hudson, New York, and I took a lot of photographs of doors while I was there, and then just sort of translated those into oil paintings, um, and the artists sort of then worked from the writers worked from there. The most recent one I did was actually of the paintings was this one for the cover. Um, I was just thinking about like having an entree into the issue itself. So I thought about the doorknob thing. Yeah, so that was exciting, and it's great to be a part of it. And it's you know quite often visual artists are put in the position of being the illustrator for writers. So it was I felt so honored to like have people responding to my images. And then there were the stories, right? And the stories were amazing, and I just felt utterly inspired to respond back to them. So um, I decided to make illustrations, and I'm very much a generalist as an artist, and so I just sort of I've been interested in printmaking lately, so I started to think about woodblock prints. I thought I'd talk a little bit about the process. You can see here this is a carved woodblock, and this is the one for Harrison's story, the toxic ones. It references some boxing gloves in there, and so basically I typically to work quickly to get through 12 images. Um, rather than hand drawing everything, I did sort of like digital collages and then I worked that up in Photoshop and then transferred that to the wood blocks. And then once it's on the wood blocks, I use a variety of chisels and gouges to carve away the white part, whatever can be left white on the page, I carve away so that what's going to be printed is raised up. And then the part that's raised, I use a roller. I get ink on the roller and roll it on the high pot parts, and then put paper on and put it through a press. And you can see you end up with, a mirror image. So there we go. That's sort of the woodblock process. But um, it's such a thrill to be able to collaborate. I think that I assume it's true of writers as well, but I know as a visual artist, it's very sort of heads down in my own world kind of work, and it doesn't often involve other people. So to be engaged with other creative folks is just it's a delight. And Gail sort of hinted at a little bit at or talked about in our mission statement, but we do run as a collective, and there's no one ruler here. We work mostly by consensus, and the editors have worked as a wonderful team, and it's been just a super thrill to be a part of both of these issues. And I'm grateful that we're getting ahead of steam and that we're bringing more and more people in to increase the community.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you.
And we are, and part of that is because of your great artwork. So that's like really cool. And because we've got more people in the community, we came up with some more questions because we want to know more about you. And the most important question of all is, what Monty Python character do you most associate with? And I'll go first just to start it off. And I'm going to tag somebody else. I most associate with the guy that they're going to stone to death in Life of Brian, who says, Jehovah, 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 what the hell are you going to do to me anyway? You're going to stone me? And Harrison is next.
Can I just jump in? I don't know if everyone knows what Monty Python is. Maybe
If
some
they
of them.
don't, they can't answer.
Okay.
That'll show that they're too young.
Mhm. Yeah, well, what was that song that they did about there was all these people on the cross, and that's kind of song that kind of can identify with a bit.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Always look on the bright side of life. That's the thing. Yeah, and as long as you do that, things should be pretty hunky dory.
Cool. Next, pick somebody, Harrison.
Okay, James.
Let's see. Maybe from the Holy Grail, Tim.
Yeah.
Enough said. or the White Rabbit.
He's dynamite.
Let's see. I pick somebody. I choose Felicia because I was so inspired by her story.
Thank you. Probably the coconut hat
Ah.
that they were beating together to imitate the horse hooves.
Ah.
The coconuts. Let's see. Heather.
Sure, I'm gonna second Harrison because a favorite song at our house is always "Look on the Bright Side of Life," and my kids love the do 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 part, so that's definitely what I'm gonna go for.
All right.
Good to sing along with. Yeah.
I think Becky was nodding along. I don't know if Becky has an answer.
I do. I'm the Bring Out Your Dead.
Oh,
They
good
Bring Out Your
answer.
Dead guy. Between that and the guy who says build a bridge out of her, that then the witch dunking scene.
Perfect.
Sophia, do you have an?
I do. I'd say, or at least I strive to be the Black Knight and embody that level of confidence in the face of failure. So.
Oh, right on. See, I told you. Everybody's got a Monty Python character.
Did everybody go that wanted to go? Ibrahim, do you have one?
Everybody except me. I was gonna say, like in recent times, especially here in the UK, like most gatherings, I always feel like I'm like the oldest. Obviously, I'm not the oldest here. So I was gonna say, well, maybe it's a good thing to feel young, by not knowing the character here. But now that everybody's like giving a character, I feel like the odd one out. I'm gonna go look for it. Monty Python. I need to get into that.
I don't have one either, Ibrahim, so don't be embarrassed.
Makes you and I. Yeah,
we'll be together in this.
Yeah.
Great.